The Rockets on their way to the locker room earlier on, looking to deliver the gift of a big win to the home crowd tonight. And that shot should leave no doubt as to where we are tonight. It's the Toyota Center here in downtown Houston, Texas. It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin, thank you. And Kevin Porter Jr. has a new start with the Rockets. His game has been compared to James Harden's. Porter said, being a lefty, creating off the dribble, that extra swag with the step back, I couldn't ask for a better comparison, honestly. He's unguardable. And Porter Jr. should know, guys, he's the youngest ever to drop a 50-point double-double with assists.
That was an impressive performance. David, thank you for that story. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at San Antonio. They're still struggling, trying to string something together, getting a lot of wins. The competition, though, so tough. And, of course, there's the Rockets, 2 spots down.
And, you know, Houston, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
And when you talk about inconsistency, I think a lot of it has to go to the players because ultimately they're the ones that dictate how they perform.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. The guard pair, Murray and White. McDermott is out there with Young. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Rockets. And the wings, Green and Tate. The pairing up front, Tice and Wood. And it's Porter in at the 1. I always think about the first-year players, Clark, when it's this early in the season. There must be a lot going on in a rookie's head, right, during his first few NBA games.
I don't think there's any question about it, Kevin. In many ways, rookies are drinking out of a fire hose. I mean, from the time summer league starts and training camp, and now you get into the season, the games are coming, new places, new teams, scouting reports, all of that. It can be a bit overwhelming. And regardless of your talent level, every young player has to go through it and figure out how he can best handle the transition.
Tate kicks to Porter. Into the lane and finished off by Porter.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Murray. From 12 feet out. That's in. He found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And, you know, we often talk about the importance of confidence for these young players, guys. Murray's showing plenty of confidence there.
Here's Porter. No good on the shot. Murray with the defensive effort. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for San Antonio. Here's White. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, what a denial by Wood. He relishes the chance to throw it out of there.
The drive by Green. Floats it up for Wood. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Wood flying up to slam down the alley-oop emphatically.
For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Poke loose. Inside. With the fadeaway. It's rebounded by Tice.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Porter. And that one comes up a bit short.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Murray, the pass to White. He kicks to Young. McDermott with it. Outside, White. 6 to shoot. Over Green. Young trying to break free. White, good. The Rockets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Porter. Murray with the defensive effort.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Here's White. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
And the first thing you notice about Green, the next level athleticism, incredible burst off the dribble, and makes smooth adjustments midair.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And it's Murray penetrating. The Rockets pull it in. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
I mean, they went into that one with the thought that they may have a chance. No.
It wasn't pretty. That's definitely the case. I mean, I know they'd like to scrub that game from their memories and actually erase it from the hard drive.
And one can only imagine what Green will be like, great, with a little time.
And still refining his shot release, still working on getting others involved. But we haven't seen a two-guard into the league with this much potential in quite some time.
Here's Green. Thaddeus Young picking up that last basket. Green in the post. The shot's good.
They've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Spurs. Trailing by 2, they come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one. And probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
And to lose it like they did, too. Wow, right at the end, and it makes it even tougher to take.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Outside, White. Shot clock at 6. Takes it inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Aggressive move that time by White. Part of the reason he continues to gain the confidence of the coaching staff.
Here is Porter. 20 points for him last game against Phoenix.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Puts it up from 15. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Rockets have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Here's Tate, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, a little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
Here's Murray following the score by Houston. Pass to Johnson. That shot off. The Rockets go the other way with it. Wood passes to Porter. McDermott with it. Now guarded by Porter. McDermott dishes to Johnson. Murray kicks to Young. Now here's McDermott, guarded by Porter. Murray outside. Johnson for 3. Porter pulls it in. Houston in the lead. Tate with the ball. Good defensive work there by Young.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Here's Johnson, and slam dunk by Johnson.
And that's another one for the highlight reel, but isn't every one of this guy's dunks that way?
Highlight level, you're right. You know, there's going to be a little extra oomph on it when he's going to send one home. Always has been like that.
Yeah, his explosiveness is something to behold, guys.
And so it's Houston with it, following the bucket by the Spurs. To the paint. McDermott passes to Young. Now Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Murray's got his second bucket.
You know, that's one thing, guys, Murray's never afraid to do. Lean in, draw contact, and put the defender in a bind.
Wood with the bucket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
White inside, guarded by Green. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got his 4th rebound in this one. Porter looking it over. McDermott kicks to White. "13 feet away." They get it back. Young. Good D by Wood.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Porter. Back to Wood. Shoots over White. Off the left rim and out. And for the Spurs, they're shooting 33% here in the first quarter. In the corner, Murray with it. Fires at the elbow. Here's Young. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
You know, you look at Thaddeus Young, his motor on display there on the boards. One of the reasons he's carved out such a productive long NBA career.
Now here's Green. Now Porter. Driving the lane. Tries again. And there's the nice layup by Wood. Wood's got it all tied up now for Houston.
Well, I love to see Wood use his great length to get to that offensive rebound.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. One area where Wood does a lot of the damage is in the screen game.
Yeah, he's done a really good job understanding how to roll into scoring opportunities. He can pop out and hit the 20-footer as well. And these are the big man skills that teams are looking for in the way the game is played today.
San Antonio making a switch here. Eubanks, he's checked in for Young. Vassell comes in for Doug McDermott. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for White. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Murray. Now here's Johnson. He's coming off a 16-point game against Dallas.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Usman Garuba, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Spurs shooting only around 32% so far in this one. The offense looking a bit off kilter. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And that one misses.
And one of Johnson's teammates recently called him country strong. And Johnson himself acknowledged he has a lot of room to get even stronger. It is scary.
Now, here's Nwaba. And the basket by Gordon.
Even when Gordon is under pressure, he finds a way to score the ball. That's what he is. He is a determined and capable scorer.
Here is Forbes. No points in the game yet for him. They get a hand on it. Pass to Gordon to the inside. A nice shot by Garuba. And the Rockets lead by 4.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And Greg along with the power. Johnson brings great athleticism.
And that makes him a tremendous rebounder. Can switch defensively. It's within the realm of possibility that he becomes an all-star someday.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Forbes. Knocks down the 10-footer.
Well, with that stroke that Forbes has, I wouldn't be surprised if he was knocking down shots not long after he started walking. Great confidence as a shooter.
Now here's Porter. He takes it in. There's the pass to Şengün. Johnson down low.
And probably surprising to scouts. Johnson has played power forward quite a bit.
Well, you know, he's not as tall as most power forwards, but he's really cut up. He's bouncy, he's energetic, fearless, and he's really a mismatch from most other forwards.
And he's just had one attempt at the line earlier. First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Rockets shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign. Christopher, the pass to Gordon. We've got 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. Basket good. And the Rockets lead by 2. Passes it to Eubanks. And here is Johnson. 6 points for him. Pass to Vassell from downtown. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
The drive by Gordon. Walker with some nice D.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Count that bucket.
Devin Vassell.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Spurs lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. Well, Thaddeus Young in his 15th season in the league, he's remained a key piece, and he breaks down what he brings to the table.
Going out there and being the energy guy, going out there and getting those extra possessions, going out there and scoring the basketball, just putting every aspect of the game into perspective and just playing through it.
Greg, there's an argument to be made that he was his most efficient in 2021.
I mean, just stuffing the stat sheet. Points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks, you name it. Thaddeus Young, like he said, can do a little bit of everything.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
They've got Martin. He's out there with David Nwaba. And it's Şengün in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Here's Christopher. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Martin. Pass to Christopher. Nwaba with it. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the triple. Vassell grabs the board. San Antonio leading by 3. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Houston Rockets are rebuilding. And that's a hard pivot for a team that, until last season, was pursuing titles. The new front office has been candid. It's presented challenges as they look to go young and stack up draft picks. They plan to make constant bets on unproven talent as they build toward the future. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Here's Christopher. And the layup's good off the glass.
You know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Here is Forbes. Johnson outside. The pass to Eubanks. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Rockets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Passes to Şengün. Now here's Gordon. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
I like how Gordon stays low to the ground, keeps that center of gravity anchored. Quick driving inside, and excellent finishing at the basket.
Here's Eubanks. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas.
Yeah, but his shot blocking was a factor as well. 3 on the game, just a major presence on the D.
Gordon against Walker. Gordon, the pass to Christopher. High, arcing shot, Martin. Rebound, San Antonio. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. It's stolen. Now, here's Nwaba. Guarded closely. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. David Nwaba picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Greg, you've got a unique view of the league, not just a former player, but great broadcaster, courtside all these games, but also as a father. What's that journey been like?
It's been surreal, Kevin. You know, anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond. And to be able to watch him live out his journey has been incredible. And what a blessing. I would wish we'd all get to have that experience in some capacity.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. And it's denied. That's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
Houston ball.
Tate, he's checked in for Houston. Then for the Spurs, Young comes in for Eubanks. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Bryn Forbes. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. On the wing, Green. Just 5 on the clock. Driving in. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Murray outside. No good that time. The Rockets go the other way with it. Green inside. Pass to Tate. Here's Christopher. He's covered by Murray. Here's Green, and he slams it down right on the top of Thaddeus.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Here's Christopher. With the drive. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Houston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Josh Christopher. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Christian Woods checked in for Houston. Daniel Tice comes in for Martin. And San Antonio with the change here, too. White, he's checked in for Walker. And the second free throw, good. San Antonio leading. Right the pass to Murray. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in.
And, we talk about how Wood has moved around the league. He also attended 3 different high schools. So he's been searching for direction for a long time.
And the shot goes in.
Well, you can't rattle Young. I mean, when he's focused on scoring, there's little the defense can do to stop him.
Pass to Tice. Houston moving the ball around. The 10-footer. Another shot, and the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Wood.
He does have a game outside of the paint, but Wood is at his best close in.
Now here's Murray. 23 points for him the last game against Dallas.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
And now Wood is laser focused, putting up all-star numbers over long stretches.
And you look at where he started compared to where he is now. Wood may be one of the most improved players we've ever seen, especially if he continues to ascend from here.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Wood against Murray. Struggling getting it in. That's his 7th miss in 9 shots. Outside, Green. Lock at 6. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And Tice throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Offensive rebound. And Young with the stuff.
No doubt about it on that finish by Young.
The Rockets have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooter. Green passes to Wood. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 4th assist in this one.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now here's White. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. And the pass to Young. Here's Primo. 6 on the shot clock. White. And a miss there on the triple.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Green passes to Wood. Over Murray. Wood with the bucket. And now a 5-point Rocket lead.
Well, we talk about it all the time. Hard work pays off, and Wood works extremely hard to fight for the finish he wanted there.
And it's Murray penetrating. The 7-footer falls. Murray's got 6.
It wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
Now here's Green. He's got 8. To the right side. Here's Tate. Good on the 3-point shot. Tate's only got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
White the pass to Murray. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And in the past, Murray's coaches have said he wants to be pushed.
He's a tough kid who's overcome a ton. Takes nothing for granted, wants to earn his keep. He understands what a privilege it is to play in this league.
Throw good, Murray.
How about this little nugget, guys? When Murray earned all defensive second-team honors in his rookie year, he became the youngest player in NBA history to make the all-defense team.
And so Murray nails both of them. Here is Porter. Right side, Green. Passes it to Garuba. Back to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Tice throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Now here's McDermott. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Here's Murray. They trail by 6. Floats it up for Murray. Young finds McDermott. That's tipped. The shot by Primo, no good. Houston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. Green passes to Porter. Pass to Garuba. Tice trying to break free. No good with the layup. Spurs trail by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Back to Murray. Kicks to White. Pass to Young. Floats one, and the layup is up and in. 12 points for Thaddeus Young.
Well, I tell you what, Thaddeus Young finding a nice little groove here, and when that's the case, hey, if you're his teammates, make sure he gets the rock.
Now here's Green. He's got 8. Can't cash in from close range. Feeds it to McDermott. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
That's his
They
first
are
personal
just
foul.
killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Martin's checked in for Daniel Tice. David Mwaba comes in for Tate. And Gordon subbed in for Green. That free throw good from Thaddeus Young.
And while Young is serviceable at the line, not terrible, there's still a lot of room for improvement.
Porter kicks to Martin. Mwaba passes to Garuba. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
From deep three-point range, Young on the follow. Young's got 17 now.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
but only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Thaddeus Young getting it done for the San Antonio Spurs. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, in a close game, what makes the difference in the second half?
Lots of things, you know. It's a game of mistakes. It's a game of playing well. Who knows?
Always love your philosophy, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. Thaddeus Young has been the story in this one. He ended up with 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. He didn't perform up to his standards in their last game. Tonight's a different story. He obviously has a short memory. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
They ran their offense very well in the first half. There were almost no forced shots. It was good, smart basketball. The motion in their offense was terrific. They made those defenders work very hard. I like what I saw from them for the most part.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One guy who's getting it done is Thaddeus Young.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
On the floor for San Antonio, the guard pair, Murray and White. Young is out there with Doug McDermott, and it's Johnson in at the small forward. Now here's White. Knocks it loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Tice. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Murray outside. Down low. And Young with the basket on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, you've got Murray running the pick and roll. The timing is going to be right on time every time.
It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut to just 1 in the basket from Porter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
McDermott finds Young. Now here's Johnson. Tate covering.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Wood passes to Porter. Throws it up high, and Tice throws it down. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
You can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
And there's the pass to Murray. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there. Murray's got 10 points in the game.
You know, that's a shot some teams are willing to give Murray. The more he knocks it down, the more dangerous he'll become.
This is it to Tice. Now, here's Tate. Outside, Porter. Shot clock at 5. And here's Green outside. Rebounded by the Spurs. Murray's got his 4th rebound in this one. White. Young trying to break free. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jalen Green.
Hey, White is a fighter now. When he's close inside, he's committed to going aggressively to the rack. And if he doesn't score, he at least is going to draw the foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And like a lot of young players, Clark, White's consistency on offense is tethered to his jump shot.
Yeah, in many ways it is, Kevin. He's strong off the dribble. He likes to get to the basket, but he needs to refine that jump shot to set up his drive a little better.
And both free throws good for White.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Outside Porter. He dishes it to Green. Pass to Wood. The rebound by Young. Young's got 8 rebounds in this game. He kicks it to White. And he finishes nicely on the layup. White's got the lead up to 5 now for San Antonio.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Murray against Porter. To the middle. Here's Green. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists tonight.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Murray, the pass to White. Murray against Wood. And then Murray with the jam.
Murray showing you real poise that time, guys, converting on aggressive defense. The concentration, outstanding.
A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Now here's Porter. Shoots over White. And it's White with the rebound.
You know, his scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Murray, good.
Very capable as a point guard is Derek White, showing off his playmaking skills there.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Offensive rebound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Batting is Young. That's his 2nd personal foul. First team.
The Rockets have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Free throw good, Wood.
Well, playing for 6 teams in 5 years to start his career, Wood has certainly flipped the script. He now shows the ability to dominate over long stretches, much more consistent.
And the Spurs making a change here. Eubanks has checked in. Both free throws good from Wood. And Murray's got the ball here for the Spurs. Leading by 5. Pass to McDermott. Murray outside. Now the pass to Johnson. Şengün with the rebound. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the 3rd quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Tate with the ball. 5 points in the game. Unloads from 13. It's deflected. Murray against Porter. Murray outside. White bounce pass. Here's Eubanks. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip. White against Green. Count it, and the foul. That one on White.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Second team foul. At the line for your Rockets, Jalen Green. At the line for one.
Free throw drops for Green. For San Antonio, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. White finds Murray. The Rockets pull it in. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night. Houston making a switch. Gordon's checked in. Walker's checked in for San Antonio.
Spurs substitution.
Rockets have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Gordon dishes to Porter. Ball's knocked loose, and it's all evened up. Porter's got 6. Here's White. He's got 8. Passes it to Murray. And yes, it's good.
DeJounte Murray.
Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. White against Gordon. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on White.
Gordon's got a great ability to draw contact. You got to respect that. He's an aggressive scorer who makes it tough on the defense, even if they get physical with it.
At the line for 2.
And he makes the first.
Really appreciate the all-around game of Gordon. He's an underrated defender, but a dynamic scorer.
Martin, he's checked in for Wood. Then for the Spurs, Vassell comes in for White, and it's Bryn Forbes in for DeJounte Murray. All free throws good from Eric Gordon. Here's Walker. Pass to Vassell. Here's Eubanks. Spurs working the ball around now. To the paint. The Rockets pull it in. Now Martin. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Gordon against Walker. Gordon kicks to Tate. For the lead, and it's blocked. Pass to Forbes. Porter with the steal. And it's Houston on the break. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
And the Rockets making a change here.
David Nwaba.
The Spurs have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. The pass to Walker. And Garuba pulls it down. Rockets have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Gordon, the pass to Porter. Passes to Nwaba at the elbow. Martin. 4 on the clock. Here's Gordon. The Rockets with another miss.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Here's Gordon after the basket by San Antonio. The kick out to Porter. Second shot opportunity. That one misses. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Here's Vassell. He's got 5. Pass to Eubanks. Over Porter. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Eubanks. And now a 4-point Spurs lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Gordon. 10 points for him. Over Johnson. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Martin's got his first basket of the night.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Here's Walker. Releases from the wing and drills it. Walker's got his second basket of the night. Rockets trail by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Garuba, and it's blocked. Second chance shot. Rebounded by the Spurs. Here's Vassell. He's got 5. Outside, Walker. 3-pointer. Here's Eubanks. And the powerful one-handed slam.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And that's a foul called on Kenyon Martin.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Here's Eubanks. 6 points for him. Here's Vassell. Johnson outside. A 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Johnson's got the lead up to 9 now for San Antonio.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Walker against Gordon. And he can't stop the run as he misses. San Antonio leading by 9. Here's Walker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Spurs have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
And the Rockets making a change here. Tate's checked in. And so Walker nails both of them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Now, here's Tate. He has 5.
I can't figure out, guys, what's going on with him this quarter. I mean, he hasn't gotten one shot to drop.
Here's Vassell. Defended by Gordon. Rockets trail by 11. There's the drive. Good on the bucket. Gordon's got 4 points this quarter.
Gordon doing a nice job measuring these inside shots well. I mean, has a solid, quick release threes pretty much from anywhere on the floor.
Here's Eubanks. He's got 6. Pass to Forbes. Now Johnson. 6 to shoot. And he drives in. Lays it up off the glass. Johnson's got 11 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And finished off by Martin.
Never quite sure of what Gordon's going to do in the pick and roll. He sees a passing lane. He fires it in there.
There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The pass to Vassell. Johnson outside. Passes it to Vassell. Here's Eubanks. The 3 from Johnson. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Boy, he could have taken himself, but he went from good, better to best in getting the shot for his teammate.
And so it's San Antonio, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, put the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Houston. The forwards for them, Tate and Tice. Green is out there with Gordon, and it's Garuba in at the 5. Here's Gordon. Thaddeus Young picking up that last basket. Gordon inside. McDermott with the steal. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Doug McDermott, a solid teammate because he embraces whatever his team asks of him, and he's a consistent perimeter threat.
Shooting for San Antonio, Doug McDermott. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Wood, he's checked in for Houston. The Spurs also with the sub. DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. He hits the second from the line. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. 15-point game. Pass to Tate. 5 on the clock. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And 1 step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And so it's San Antonio with it, following the score by Houston. Murray scanning the floor. Over Tice. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Murray's got 10 points here in the second half. Walker against Green. Pass to Tate. Good trying to free himself up. No good with the triple.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And Young kicks to Murray. Back to Young. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists in the game.
It's going to take a lot more than that to keep Young from converting that play.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Gordon finds Tice. Back to Gordon. Houston moving the ball around. Over in the corner, Green. Tice trying to break free. And Green gets it to go.
Well, we know Eric Gordon is a great shooter now, but he is also willing to make the extra pass.
The pass to Vassell. Young, right side. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first.
That one's on Eric Gordon.
Second team foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Spurs.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
The first one falls. Whitey's checked in for Vassell. Good on both. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Gordon up on top. He's covered by Murray. Tice trying to break free. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his
Inside, Gordon is at a disadvantage, but he's tough and he's physical. I mean, he's able to play through contact on that shot.
Eric Gordon, 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls. And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Green against White. Green, the pass to Wood. Yep, that one goes in there.
Tremendous production from Wood tonight. When he gets enough touches, you can expect big numbers.
To the inside, Young. And it's Young finishing it off.
Assist goes to
inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Good D by Wood. Rockets trail by 15. Inside, here's Tice. And they pick up 2.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
White dishes to Murray. Walker surveying the floor. Pass to Murray. Over Gordon. That one a little long.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Green, no luck. Spurs leading by 13. Down low, here's Young. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one goes on Wood.
Just one moment where Young catches you the wrong way, and he'll find his way to the free throw line.
San Antonio, Thaddeus Young, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw. And so Green will bring it up for the Rockets. Timeout called, the Rockets.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, here's the message Stephen Silas gave to his team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively. He said, make the easy play, take care of the ball. We can't afford to just give away golden opportunities. And we'll see if they can clean it up, guys.
Thank you, David.
Well, Wood's so impressive as a shooter. Not only does he make shots, but he's highly efficient. He does not take bad shots.
White finds Young. Outside, Walker shoots the three. Knocks down the three ball. And the Spurs lead by 15.
A fantastic heads-up play there from Young to find the open man.
Outside, Gordon. And the wide-open shot from Green. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Murray, the pass to Young. And stolen by Gordon. Back to Wood. Kicks it to Gordon. Clock at 4. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Doug McDermott.
Boy, that's considerable concentration from the veteran Gordon there. His strength is what allowed him to make that happen.
Porter's checked in for Green.
At the line for Houston, Eric Gordon, shooting 1.
Spurs leading by 9. Pass to Young. And here's McDermott. Outside, White. Pass to Murray. 5 to shoot. Young trying to break free. Murray, good. Murray's got 20 points.
You know, they give him the ball and let him quarterback the pick and roll, which speaks, I think, to how confident they are in Murray, guys.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GM, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Here's Walker. The Rockets making the shot. Back to Young. Wood with the block. Now, here's Tate, guarded by Walker. And here is Tate. The pass to Gordon. Here's Tice. No good on that one. Walker with some nice D. Spurs leading by 9. Here's McDermott, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Daniel Tice. That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul.
And in this era of player empowerment, Clark, do you think star players have ever had more leverage than they do today?
No question they have not. With social media, the platforms players have been able to build, the following the NBA has, not just domestically, but globally, all of that has converged to give players a significant amount of power. And not to discount the fact that players are more aware and educated in so many of the business aspects of the game than I've ever seen them, and that's an encouraging sign from my perspective.
The Spurs making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And McDermott drops them both. Rockets trail by 11. Now here's Gordon. Passes it to Porter. Back to Gordon. Tice inside. White's there. The shot's good from Tice.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. 17 points was their biggest margin. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And it's Gordon penetrating. San Antonio with the rebound. White's got 4 rebounds in this game. The Spurs getting another chance here.
You know, White was a late first-round pick in 2017, and I think he brought a little edge, plays with the chip on his shoulder, and it served him well. That can actually be the case for a lot of players in the league.
San Antonio, Derek White at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Rockets making a change here. Green's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Rockets trail by 11. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
At the line for your Rockets, Jalen Green taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Green. He hits both from the stripe. San Antonio leading by 9. Pass to Young. Good D by Wood. Houston's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. To the left side wing. Here's Tate. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Young. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. Young's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Outside, Porter. Pass to Green. Here's the 3. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 4 assists now tonight.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Now here's Murray. It's rebounded by Houston. Wood's got 14, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Outside, Porter. Back to Wood. Doubled by Murray. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Spurs ball.
Spurs leading by 8. He doesn't hit that one. And the Rockets take it the other way. Wood passes to Porter. Back to Wood.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Beyond the arc.
2 minutes.
Rebound by Murray. Murray's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. On its way from McDermott for 2. The Spurs rebound.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more.
Young, no good. Rockets trail by 8. There's a minute 34 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Wood. Here's Tice. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. Got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Murray. We've got 1:08 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Houston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Wood. A rebound by Johnson. San Antonio's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. He kicks to McDermott. Dishes to Murray. Trying to end the drought. He lays it in. And the Spurs lead by 8.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're behind by 8. There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Thaddeus Young.
Hey, guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this, and on the road no less. Tate finds Wood. Fires from deep, and again it's the Spurs from deep.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Wood can't hit. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
It's White on the wing. He feeds it to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Murray for 3. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.